Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Google Classroom. So in our last class, we discussed about the chapter number 9, that is interest. So we learn how to find simple interest by using I is equal to PRT divided by 100 formula and compound interest by using that formula. And today's class we are going to discuss about the new chapter, that is direct and inverse variations. Variation. So what is direct and inverse variation? Means before we go to direct and indirect variation, first we learn variation. So if you take two quantities, means if one quantity is changing, means other quantity also changing, means this is called variation. For example, you have seen in your day-to-day life situation, means if more money you put in bank, means you will get more interest. More money you put in bank means you will get more interest. And if you go and buy two number of articles more, means you will pay cost also more. Means, for example, if you take one article for 10 rupees, means, so one article means 10 rupees. In similar case, if you take increasing number of articles as 10, so you have to pay 100 rupees. Before one article you pay 10 rupees. For 10 articles you have to pay 100 rupees. Means one quantity increases, means another quantity also increases. So similarly in bank also conditions, if you put more money in bank you will get more interest. Means you put more money, then you will get more interest. For 100 rupees you will get 10 rupees as interest. Means if you put 1000 rupees you will get 1000 rupees, 100 rupees, 10 rupees, 1000 rupees you will get 100 rupees. So increase means increase. Similarly, if you go in a car, if you increase speed of car, then time taken is less for reach the place. Increase speed of car, then you will take the less time to reach the place. So if you decrease the speed of car, you will take more time to reach the car. Means here one quantity is increasing, other quantity is decreasing. So based on that, this we are classified direct and inverse variation. So in direct variation means if one quantity increases, means other quantity increases. As earlier I told, the more money you put in bank, the bank will give more interest. Means if you put more money, bank will give more interest. Means increase in both the side. So if you buy number of articles more, means you have to pay cost also more. So increase and increase. Okay. So in that case also, if you in such a cases of quantities are decreasing, means one quantity is decreasing, other quantity is also decreasing, like that. So not in case of inverse variations. Inverse variation means one quantity increases, means other quantity decreases. So in previous indirect variations means both increase means another quantity increase. One quantity decrease means other quantity also decrease. But in case of inverse variation, one quantity increase means other quantity is decreases. Or one quantity decreases means other quantity are increases. As I given the example for car. So while you increasing the speed of car, the time taken is less for to reach the place. So now we are moving to direct variations first. So in the direct variations I am taking one problem. Observe the table given below whether x and y are direct variations or not. So we have to check given table is where direct variations or not. How to check direct variation? So now how to find direct variation? So this is x and y. This you can first column you can consider this is x1 and y1, x2, y2 second column, third column x3, y3, fourth column x4, y4 and fifth column x5, y5. Let us find the constant ratio x1, y1, that is 6 divided by 18, x2, y2, that is 10 divided by 30, x3, y3, 14 divided by 42. Here what they are given in column I am taking x4, y4, 18 divided by 54, x5, y5, 24 divided by 72. You can cancel. 6 ones are 6 threes are. 10 ones are 10 threes are. 40 ones are 40 threes are. 18 ones are 18 threes are. 24 ones are 24 threes are. Means more if you are going that ratios of simplify means that ratios concept, that is x1 y1 that is 1 by 3, x2 y2 1 by 3, x3 y3 1 by 3, x4 y4 1 by 3, x5 1 5 1 by 3. All ratios are getting same constant means this variation belongs to it is a direct variation. Direct variations. So like this we are finding whether they are given table or whether given question. If you divide the two quantities you will get the same constant ratio. That given quantities are is a direct variation. So in today's class we are going to learn more problems on direct variations, and next class we will move to the inverse variation. So today's class we will continue with other problems of direct variations. Next problem is if P and Q are in direct variations, find the values of x, y, z in the table given below. So they are given that quantities are in direct variation. Direct variations means what? 6 by 72 equal to x by 60. We are no need to find out it is direct variations or not because they are already given direct variations. So that's why all are equating. Equation 30 divided by z. So you can equate these two, you will get x value. You can equate these two, you will get y value. You can equate these two, you will get z value. So first I am equating these two. 6 divided by 72 is equal to x divided by 60. Why I am all equating this means, so the given P and Q of two quantities are in direct variation. Direct variation means the two quantities are in same ratio. That's why I am equating all the ratios are equal. So if you want x value means just cross multiply. 6 into 60 divided by 72. So here 12 5s are 60. 12 6s are 72. 6 get cancelled. What is the value of x? 5. What is the value of x? 5. So next step, you can connect these two. These are two are equal. Equations are equal. Fractions are equal. Y is 76. Just you cross multiply 6 into 96. Y you can keep as it is. Okay, 72 is denominator only. Again, 2 6 are 2 8 are sorry 12 6 are 12 8 are 96. 6 get cancelled. Y is equal to 8. Last, you can connect these two. Means connect means you can equate these two. So 672 30 divided by z. You know, if equation fractions are like this, you can easily cross multiply. So if you cross multiply means z is equal to 30 into 72. Cross multiply and here z. 6 will come down. 6 ones are 6 5s are. If you multiply 5 into 72 means 5 2s are 10, 1, 5 7s are 35, that is will become 360. So what are the values of x, y, z in the given PQ of direct variation? X value is 5, y value is 8, z value is 360. I am repeating once again this problem because the P and Q quantities are there given in direct variations means all the ratios of variations are equal. So if you equate first to these two means you find out x value, and second these two means you can find out y value, these two means you can find out z value. Why sir? One question will come here. Why we can't equate these two? So we already find out x value. Just you put x value here 5. Then you can equate these two. You will get y value as same what we find out 8. If you want you can check in how. And next problem is so a truck consumes 28 liter of diesel for moving through a distance 448 kilometer, and how much distance will it take for how much distance will it cover for 64 liters of diesel. So it is very simple to solve this problem. So here 28 liter of diesel covers, quantity variance is 448. So look at this. So if one quantity is increasing, means other quantity is also increasing. Yeah. For that one, how much distance will it take cover for 64 liter? If you put 64 liter, how much distance it cover means this is y. So you have to find out y value, means it is direct variation. So you can again cross multiply. Y is equal to 64 into 448 divided by 28. 448 divided by 28. If you cancel means 28 ones are 28 16s are. If you multiply 64 into 16, you will get 1024 kilometer. Means if you put 64 liters per truck, it travels how many kilometers? 1024 kilometer. So here diesel I am putting variations of the same sense of distancing down means. So here we have to find out this distance. That's why I am putting y. Or you can consider any value of the given in variable. You can find out. Next I will take one more problem. This is all about in exercise 10A. 10A. If 27 identical cost rupees 1120, how much how much 27 identical cost is 1008, 1890. How many articles are? How many articles can be bought for rupees 7550? Rupees 7550. Here we look at this is all direct. A number of articles are increasing means cost also increasing means it belongs to direct variation. For 27 articles, how much it pays cost? 1890. How many articles means you can in this place you can put y or any variable x. So the cost they are given 1570. This implies y is equal to cross multiply 27 into 1750 divided by 1890. 0 get cancelled. So if you multiply it with 27 ones are 27 sevens are, it will cancel, and this one 7 twos are 14, 3 is remaining, 7 fives are. How many articles? 25 articles bought for the rupees 1750. Here for 27 articles is 1890. You have to find number of articles to the cost 7750 rupees. How many articles you can buy? So just you can cross multiply, you will get the answer. So another problem is that next problem, 22 men can dig a 27-meter long trench in one day. How many men should be employed for digging 135-meter long trench of same type in one day. So here no need to confuse again. One day 22 members for one day. This is also direct variation. 22 members dig 27-meter long trench. So for that, how many members? This is you can take y. Dig 135-meter of trench means you can cross multiply. Y is number of person digging for 135 meters trench. 22 into 135 divided by 27. Ones are, fives are, that is 110 men required for digging 135-meter trench in particular day, one day. So this is the way of solving the problems of direct variations. So in next class we will discuss about the inverse variations. I hope today's class you are understanding about direct variations. So the many more problems are there in exercise 10. Please sit and solve the problems. Thank you for watching video.